Welcome to Fourth and Forever, the flagship show of Roundtable Sports Network. Join hosts Dan, Richie, and TD as they break down the latest news and storylines across the NFL, featuring game predictions, breakdowns, heated debates, live Patreon callers, and everything in between. Catch Fourth and Forever every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern on the Roundtable Sports YouTube channel.
And so I swear to God, man, like yesterday was almost proof that we live in a simulation, like based off of some of the games we saw yesterday. 3 block field goals. 2 of the 3 teams ended up capitalizing and winning during the witching hour. One exclusive team couldn't pull it off, but obviously we'll save that game for the AFC East Roundtable this evening. But crazy week. I will tell you what, it's so nice once your team plays on Thursday night so that you can just sit back and watch football stress-free and just enjoy some good ball, man. And I mean, listen, we have a lot to talk about today. As you guys know, all 3 of us, including Colby, were up in Buffalo last week for the Thursday night game. It was a great experience meeting each and every single one of you that bought tickets, that ran into myself, Richie, or TD out and about during the tailgate. It was so cool, man. And you know what? Like, we continue to talk about it. We cannot wait for the event next year in the brand new stadium. Damn, man. But I will tell you what, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to get back into business. TD, what's up? How you doing?
I'm okay, man. It was a long week, not just the weekend, but I agree with you, Dan. Just getting to sit back and watch football and not worry about your own team. It's actually very enjoyable. It feels like I hadn't done that in forever. But yeah, man, that Buffalo trip was amazing. Y'all go check out the recap video to that if you haven't seen it yet. It's pretty cool. But here we are. We're back on Fourth and Forever. We get to talk about the whole league and all the crazy stuff that went down this weekend. Let's break it all down right here.
Let's talk about it. Richie, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Always a pleasure to be back here on Fourth and Forever. What a crazy week it was to be with you guys in person in Buffalo. Being at the game was fantastic. Being with Bills and Dolphins fans was awesome. And then, this past weekend of football it sucked for me, but it was fun. I'm excited to get into everything with you guys. As always, hit the thumbs up button. And Roundtable Sports, baby. We're building something special, and all starts with this show right here, Fourth and Forever.
Let's talk
Shout out to Jake.
And shout out to Jake for becoming a member. Big win for the boys over in Minnesota, and storylines that are absolutely circulating around the Cincinnati Bengals. I think that's a great segue to begin our first game recap. Let's go ahead and talk about this shellacking that we witnessed from the Minnesota Vikings. Carson Wentz, is he back? I'm just kidding. Anyway, the Minnesota Vikings ended up winning their game 48-10. I am talking belt to ass. And now a lot of Bengals fans are wondering if, for example, that Jake Browning can realistically get them to a reasonable record in order to welcome back Joe Burrow in December, I believe, based off of his medical reports. I got to tell you what, man, that defense, Flores, is absolutely suffocating. I'm interested to see what happens when JJ gets back. But this NFC North team, based off of what we saw from the Bears, wonder what we're going to see from the Lions tonight, still the most competitive division in all of football through 3 weeks of the season. For me, I'm not sure about you guys, but if Cincinnati is serious, I am making a call to one of 3 teams, starting off with the least likely to most likely. Number 1, I'm calling Atlanta. I'm seeing if Kirk Cousins is potentially available. Might be tough to finesse it with their current cap situation. If they're desperate enough and they want to be able to have a fighting chance by the time Burrow is healthy again, I'd say him. Maybe Jameis Winston from the New York Giants. He's clearly QB3. Or maybe even Macaroni Jones, who has led the 49ers to 2 straight wins. Brock Purdy set to return next week. I don't know, man. I think that Cincinnati needs to figure something out. Maybe it's my fault for drafting Jamar Chase first overall in fantasy this year. I don't know. But what a damn game. TD, thoughts on the Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals, your biggest takeaways?
Well, you drafted Chase. Think about me. I drafted Burrow, so I'm out, okay? But here's what I will say. The Bengals are in trouble. A little spark last week because they didn't prepare for Browning and he came out and made plays they didn't think he can make. But Brian Flores, he was probably just so happy all week, just laughing to himself, saying, I get to prepare for Jake Browning. Boy, oh boy, I'm about to make this defense look like an MVP defense. And sure, did he not? I mean, he got all over the Bengals. They were suffocating. They were smothering. It was nothing they could do. Jake Browning folded. But let me say this about the Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy, your stock just fell. Your stock just fell because, first of all, you're not available for your team. And number two, Carson Wentz came in there and looked better than you've looked. And not to ride home for Carson Wentz, but this is a quarterback-friendly system. And you shouldn't be struggling, like you were the last game or two, the last game, especially when Sam Darnold came and showed you he can be really good in this system. And then you come in and you're like average, and then Carson Wentz comes and takes the reins and does just fine. That's not good for JJ, just FYI. But Bengals are in trouble. I would actually call for Kirk Cousins if I'm the Bengals because it's a significant amount of time at a minimum of 8 to 9 weeks. Plus, we don't know. But you know who else I will potentially call? A name that's sitting home on the couch that just waiting for the right opportunity for a contending team. That team fits Ryan Tannehill's skill set very well. It actually does.
Give it up.
Ryan Tannehill, folks.
Well, you could call it whatever you want, but Ryan Tannehill is better than Jake Browning. At this point in his career, he's better than Kirk Cousins, if you ask me. He's better than a lot of these guys. All right? He's the type of guy that can come in and throw darts to Chase and Higgins.
Oh, my God.
Darts.
I mean,
dude.
he's never had a receiving core like this, and I think Ryan Tannehill coming off the couch will save you money. It'll be cheap.
He's mobile too.
And he would actually, I think he would do very well for the Cincinnati Bengals right now. But if they're going to continue down this road, then they're going to really disappoint their fan base because I don't think you really have a chance with Browning.
Yeah, the guy that's been out of the league for more than 2 years is going to come on in here and
it's just
there's a reason
Richie.
why he's not in the league, TD. I mean,
just been one, Richie.
No, the last time we saw him was 2023.
Well, he actually turned teams down, Richie. He wanted to go. He didn't want to be a bridge. He wanted to go to the right situation where he might actually have a chance to go to the playoffs. Man.
The last time we saw him, he threw 4 touchdowns and 7 interceptions in his last season. He's done.
So with Kirk Cousins, for me, if I am not wrong, I want to say that he has a no trade clause. Kirk Cousins, I believe, would want to go to a situation where he's going to be the starter. I'm interested to see if he would agree to go to this team, like not unless he saw this as his audition for the next contract, perhaps, if Cincinnati walks away. Because, like, y'all got to think about it. If Cincinnati is not even having a snowball's chance in making the playoffs, like, let's just say that they have like a 4-8 record, or they have like a 3-9 record by the time Burrow is healthy to go. I feel like it would just be irresponsible to throw Joe Burrow back out there. I really do. Just go ahead, just let him sit the rest of the season, and I guess try again, and then maybe Zach Taylor will finally be fired.
And this game was a beatdown, man. I mean, about two touchdowns from the same player on defense. It was just mistake after mistake. And I definitely see why we started off with this game because Dan Mitchell hates those Bengals, man. But let's move right along. Let's go to another BTA. Dan, we both advanced in our survival pool. We both picked the Seahawks.
We did.
Let's go, man. TD doesn't know how to do a survival pool. Forgot to submit his pick and buy back in. But, hey, it's all good. The Seattle Seahawks.
They did.
And my boy Sam Darnold. And listen, it's the Saints, but I picked the Seahawks for a reason. Hey, are they a team in the NFC West? Look at the NFC West right now. You got the Rams. That's a game we're going to have to talk about. Their loss, of course.
Yeah.
You got the Cardinals and 49ers. What a classic. 49ers come out on top 3-0. And now the Seahawks, they dominated this game. Like, yes, the Saints are so bad, but it definitely impresses me when a team can put this. Like, it looked like a college score. It was like 41-3 at one point. Wow. What are your guys' thoughts of the Seattle Seahawks absolutely dominating the Saints? Are the Saints that bad, or are the Seahawks a team that is a threat in the NFC? TD,
so with the NFC West, for me, is still a crapshoot. I have no idea who is a good team. I have no idea who's going to win the division, largely because all of their schedules are relatively easy. Darnold looked good, right? Like a massive game from JSN. You saw Kenneth Walker get 2 touchdowns. Sounds like the Mike McDonald second-year experience seems to be paying its dividends already. Like this team is 2-1, just behind the San Francisco 49ers, who are somehow still winning games, barring all of their injuries. I mean, shout out to Sam Darnold, right? Like didn't really need to do a lot. 14 for 18, 218 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's not blowing you away with the numbers like he did last year while he was with Minnesota, but obviously he did enough. The true story here was the defense. Now, do I want to ride up and say, oh my God, the Seattle team, man, like they're NFC championship contenders? Not quite, because I mean, of course you're going up against a team that is battling for perhaps the number 1 overall pick in the upcoming draft, but solid win for Seattle. I'm not bought in yet though. TD.
I'm bought in to an extent. They're a good team. Sam Darnold's playing well. He started out rough, but now he's playing well again. It is the Saints, so we're not going to write home about it. But the reality with the Seattle Seahawks, it only comes down to the division. Everybody got to realize that when you talk about Seattle, Arizona, 49ers, and who's the last one? Rams. When you talk about those teams, it all comes down to what you do in the division. All these regular games just keeps you pushing forward, and everybody's winning these games. What happens in a division? And right now they're 0-1 in the division. 49ers already got one up over them. So good, impressive win. Defense looked good. It's the Saints. I can't write home about it, but they do put together 2 solid wins back to back. I mean, the Steelers are not a pushover. They've had their struggles, but they beat them as well. So big ups to Seattle. This is a good look. You need to keep this going. You'll know next week when they play the Arizona Cardinals. Can they get a win? That's what's going to matter. Can they get a win against the Cardinals and put themselves in a better standing for the division?
And I think it's solidified. The NFC West is the best division in football.
Right, I don't know about that, Richard.
So the NFC West?
Why wouldn't you know about that? They're the only team in the league that has 4 winning teams.
Yeah, but like all 4 of the teams are in the bottom 5 as far as strength of schedule. So that's also
so
something.
what division would you put over them? The NFC North?
It's the North. Yeah. Like by a landslide. By a landslide. I don't know who's going to win that division, and not due to strength of schedule, but just due to talent.
I don't know, man. After the Packers losing to the Browns, we'll see what the Lions do tonight. I know the Bears are a team that's definitely sparkled a little bit.
Man,
man, I may give the vote to the NFC West as the best division.
I still say AFC North.
Would you?
I'm still, because Baltimore reigns supreme at the top, like Buffalo, right? But Buffalo, AFC East. We ain't even going to talk about that. The Jets suck. But anyway, Baltimore at the top. Bengals are 2-1. Even though they're downhill from here, that's still a good team. They just need their quarterback, right? Browns defense is legit. The Browns defense is serious. They just got to do more on offense. Flacco got to stop turning the football over.
If Shador was in there. Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he would. I was calling for Dylan Gabriel yesterday. Put Gabriel in at least.
You're a Browns fan.
And what's the last team over there? I'm missing right now. The Pittsburgh Steelers. I think that's the best team. Best division.
It's up for debate. You know, AFC South you could say is the worst, or the AFC East. But we'll see.
Yeah. We'll unpack all the AFC East stuff tonight.
The Dolphins and the Patriots are trash.
We'll set it at this week.
Folks, please do us a favor and make sure you subscribe over to the AFC East Roundtable. We're going to be unpacking all of the games we witnessed this past weekend and a celebratory 6 straight AFC East title for the Buffalo Bills on week 3.
It is week 3. Stop that mess now. Don't start.
You know what? We have to make a segment on. You guys watch The Herd at all?
Yeah.
Colin Cowherd, where it's like where Colin was right.
Yeah.
Where TD was right. Are the Colts Super Bowl contenders?
I tell y'all, man, it's only
It's the Titans. It's the Titans. It's the Titans. Next week is the Colts' biggest test. All right. If the Colts beat the Rams next week, we got something.
That's 3 games in a row, baby.
Dude. All right, listen, I got to tell you something about these Indianapolis Colts. All right, look, I know that they haven't played anybody, but let me tell you what, they are kicking the ever-living shit. But they are kicking the ever-living shit out of teams that they should, right?
Especially
I think that you can tell a lot about a team. If, for example, you're falling ass backwards into dubs from bottom-feeding teams, that's a different conversation. But I think that win against the Broncos was impressive. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought Denver looked pretty solid against the Chargers, but that's obviously a different conversation. And you know what, dude? I'm taking my moment to run victory laps right now. I'm like, what, dude? Watch Daniel Jones go out there and be the 2024 Sam Darnold. Who knew? Like, you put him behind the best offensive line he's ever had. Pittman's having a great year. You have Jonathan Taylor looking like the best running back in all of the NFL by a landslide.
Which, by the way, like, nobody that's like the most non-talked about great running back in the league. It's Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, that's true.
I know. Like, shout out to that guy. And then when you end up looking at the rest of the AFC South, and we can go on ahead and save this for a bit later. I know the Jaguars won, but that's a terrible football team.
And these boys might win the division there.
They are going to win the division. I would even say that they win by a significant margin, by like 3 to 4 games by the time it's all said and done. Barring any sort of injury, I think that we can all agree right now. And you know what? I'm actually curious if our Colts friend that called in at the conclusion of week 1 that said, guys, stop hyping up the Indianapolis Colts. Daniel Jones was clearly not the answer. I wonder if he shifted his perspective because I've been impressed. They've punted once. They have punted once in 3 weeks. How nuts is that? I know the competition is shit.
Stop.
Last week it wasn't.
Yeah, last week against the Broncos wasn't. Like, quality win right there. But I think the big test is LA. Because when I watched that LA and Philadelphia game last week, I think that's the NFC Championship preview. But, I mean, obviously we'll see.
When do they play LA?
Next week.
Next week.
Rams or Chargers?
Colts.
Rams and the Colts.
Colts and Rams.
Yeah, Rams and the Colts.
That's going to be the big test for the Colts.
Yeah, exactly. That is going to be, is Daniel Jones actually the dude? Because right now, like, dude, like when you look at his statistics, he's right in line with Josh Allen, which is hysterical.
I think he's better than Josh Allen, to be quite honest with you.
Oh, dude, all right, man. We're not going to allow that.
No, I'm just saying he's playing better than Josh Allen overall, in my opinion. Daniel Jones, I tried to tell y'all for 2 weeks now, they might be the best team in the league. Y'all didn't want to listen. Oh, y'all just listen, man. The Dolphins been losing to some of the best teams in the NFL. That's just the reality, okay? We finally have an inferior opponent coming up next week, but we'll talk about that on the AFC's roundtable. But yeah, man, the Colts, man, it don't matter how you win. You're finding ways to win. And Daniel Jones is reviving his career. He's looking confident, comfortable. He's making big-time throws. He's mobile. I mean, this is beautiful. I love these stories. This is actually beautiful. I honestly didn't see this coming. I was obviously trolling when I said they might be the best team in the league, and I'm still trolling if I say that, but they're going to compete this year. And they have a playoff spot with their name on it as of right now, and they're headed in the right direction. So big ups to the Colts, man.
Yeah, shout out to the Colts, man. They're definitely impressive. They got a team, man. They really do.
They do.
TD, I just got to push back on something you said. This week is going to be the first time the Dolphins face an inferior opponent. You had that opportunity week 2, and you lost. Patriots are an inferior.
No, they're not inferior.
At home.
They're not inferior.
They're
a good team. They're a good team.
They're not.
They're a good team. They compete every week. They're a good team.
And
the Jets are not a good team, Richie. The Patriots are a solid team. Sorry.
According to what metrics?
So the game of football.
The only game that they won was against you. It's nothing to me.
Rich, we got to hear your take on the Indianapolis Colts, man. Like, what, dude? Are you hopping on the hype train yet?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to wait until next week before I really hop on. But I will say this, man. Like, this is the perfect example of when you get a quarterback leaving an organization that is trash and goes to an organization that knows how to. And it's crazy, too, because they had Anthony Richardson and he couldn't survive. But now Daniel Jones goes to a team with a good offensive line and weapons and a system in place that's been there for a few years. I mean, like, look at their offense. Name an offense that is as well-balanced from a playmaking and protection standpoint better than the Colts.
Yeah, dude, it's...
From protection to wide receivers to tight ends to
running
back.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the sneakiest part about this team is how good they are on offense. It's not like Daniel Jones is putting a cape on and he's leveling up a trash, like, system. No, the system is great. The playmakers are great. Daniel Jones is making plays, and that just goes to show you what happens. The same thing with Sam. It's the same thing that happened with Geno. Same thing with Baker. Sometimes a quarterback just needs a system and a competent organization to actually allow them to succeed. And you're seeing it before our very eyes.
So one thing with the Indianapolis Colts, man, they've always had the pieces for the past 2 years. They have always had a complete football
Anthony
team.
Richardson.
Their problem was that they were consistently being held back by a guy that had no business being drafted in the first round. Like, that's exactly what it is. I know a lot of people were hoping that Anthony Richardson, oh my God, if he stays healthy, man, oh my God, he has all of the intangibles. No, he doesn't.
All right,
like,
hot take time. We're
Go
going
ahead.
deep into the future. Is Daniel Jones, for the first 3 weeks, is he the franchise quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts? Is he going to sign a mega deal with them in the offseason? And the only way that happens, of course, is if this continues and he balls out this season and makes the playoffs. Like, is he the face of the Colts moving forward? Are you ready to go there, or do you have to see a little bit more first?
Show me what he's like against the LA Rams. Show me that when given an opportunity to put the team on his back in either a game-winning drive scenario or a fourth quarter comeback, that he could be that dude.
What if he wins MVP this year? Is the NFL broken? Because that would break my brain.
He ain't winning MVP this year, by the way.
Daniel Jones wins MVP this year, like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
what if this is
not
just the
happening.
beginning?
Come on.
What if we're just seeing the start of DJ lighting it up? Imagine
Well,
we
I'll
just
say this. I'm looking at his
start.
schedule. Yeah, he can end up getting signing a long-term deal with the Colts. I'm looking at the schedule. He could win 11 games, bro. If he's doing what he's doing now, and I'm looking at the games, and I'm looking at about 8 more teams he should be able to do it against if he's legitimate.
Yeah,
he can.
All right, well, let's pump the brakes. We got to let him do it. But, hey, it's Overreaction Thursday. That's what it is all about. There's another beatdown, and we like to start off with the beatdowns. Who saw that one coming between the Falcons and the Panthers?
Dude,
in my fantasy league, I have Jaden Daniels. So he was injured, so I had to pick up a quarterback on fantasy. I pick up Michael Penix. What a moron I am. Why would I pick up Michael Penix? He's trash.
he is
30-0. What were your thoughts on this, Dan? Are we back on the Bryce Young bandwagon?
Dude, you know what, man? I started to get hope toward the second half of the week 2 matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I was like, okay, that's the Bryce Young I remembered from last year. So I was cautiously optimistic. But then I saw what they did to the Atlanta Falcons. But you know what? I haven't crowned the Panthers as, again, going to go on a massive run and win the NFC South. I think it's pretty clear that this is the Buccaneers division at this point. I think this game told me a lot more about the Atlanta Falcons. And you know what? A lot of people I was talking to this previous offseason had a hot take. My buddy Kevin over on the Bills Roundtable, he was under the impression that Kirk Cousins was going to take the job from Michael Penix once again. Got to tell you what, man. He's still a rookie. At least a redshirt rookie in my eyes. But Guy has not been looking good. He has 1 touchdown pass and 2 interceptions. The Carolina Panthers blow you out. I could care less if you want to say that, oh my God, they had home field advantage. Have you ever been to Bank of America Stadium? That stadium hasn't been capped out since 2015 when Cam Newton went on that crazy run. That's not a home field advantage right there. That was just a team that was completely outmatched. I'm looking at the Atlanta Falcons right now, and I am looking at Kirk Cousins sitting on the bench. And when Raheem Morris had the damn audacity to hit the podium after the game, and when somebody asked him a reasonable question, does Kirk Cousins have an opportunity to fight for the starting job next week? And he abruptly said, no. What are you doing, dude? You are going out there and you are watching your young rookie quarterback struggle. Does he just want to accept the fact that, hey, I guess this is a reset year and we're going to let Penix go out there and do his thing? You have Kirk Cousins, who last year was coming off of a pretty serious injury. We've seen how these quarterbacks look from year 1 recovered to year 2. If they're serious, man, if Michael Penix continues to struggle like he did, and yesterday was a terrible game from him, I'm not saying start Kirk now, but if they have any opportunity or if they have any wish of winning the NFC South or making the playoffs, they have to take it under serious consideration. TD, thoughts?
First of all, let's start with the Carolina Panthers. Let's stop with this Bryce Young stuff. He still look bad. He still look like a bad quarterback. Better
than Michael Penix?
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true. It looked better than Michael Penix. But, man, the man threw for 121 yards. Bryce Young.
What's the rushing stats?
When things got late, his rushing stats, he ran for 8 yards, Richie.
And a touchdown.
He just ran for that 1 touchdown.
Ooh, you saw it, though.
See, I get sick of people hyping these players that look like a bum the whole game and they make that one flash play at the end and all of a sudden, No,
Yeah, but if
man.
the squad looks like that good around him, though,
No, the squad don't look that good around him. What happened was Michael Penix happened.
is he that
coughed
bad?
up the ball 2-3 times
You
in
were a
this game.
Penix guy, though.
Yeah, no. I was high on Penix. It's still early in his career at the end of the day, but right now he's showing he's not ready. Yeah, I mean, again, are you trying to compete? Here's the problem with Atlanta. This is what confuses me with them. They had some toe-to-toe games the last few weeks. They actually look like a real good team, solid team, fighting team. And that defense is ready and poised. But you come out and give this kind of showing, I'm sorry. Put Kirk Cousins back in the game and keep developing Michael Penix. You either have it or you don't. And if you don't have it, well, go develop until you do. Kirk Cousins need to be put in. In that type of game, Kirk Cousins would have put up a much better fight. I know he got a few snaps in the game, but he would have put up a much better fight. This is embarrassing. Atlanta's a team that's supposed to be competing now.
So one thing I will say, it is a slippery slope. Because say that you bench Michael Penix after him not even having 6 career games under his belt, that might do some irreparable damage to his confidence. And who knows if he will ever be the same. But if Raheem Morris is serious about taking this team, making them competitive, because when you look at their roster, it's a star-studded roster. It is so clear why they lost that game this past Sunday. It was the quarterback. It was the quarterback why they lost that game. There is no other excuse I could give. Maybe the defense, if you really want to get into it, but it was so clear that Penix was the issue. He at least needs to consider it. Like him shutting it down immediately once he got that question from the media, that's bonkers to me. I'm sorry. Rich, thoughts?
Bonkers. I think there's a lot of energy behind this team right now, the Carolina Panthers. You look at the NFC South, the Buccaneers are easily going to win it, just like they did last year, obviously. 3-0. Falcons look like they're completely lost out there. The Panthers, definitely an impressive win. Nobody saw that coming. And then the Saints are just an absolute joke. NFC South, you can chalk this one up. Just like the AFC East, you can chalk up for the Bills side of things, which still hurts. Why can't we be competitive? Sorry, we're not going to go there. Almost got that part out of me. But yeah, man, big-time dub for the Panthers. It's not like Bryce Young bled it up. I'm not, going to sit here and pretend that he did, but definitely impressive to see, the team around him take advantage of Michael Penix's mistakes. He got pick sixes. He got turnovers. He got a lot of things around him. Ted McMillan looks like an absolute stud out there. This could be the beginning of, an uptick for the Carolina Panthers organization to figure things out.
So one thing that's crazy is that this league by itself is all but unpredictable, including when you're putting together some player prop parlays each and every single week. But guys, I ended up finding, hands down, my secret weapon in all of my player prop plays for the remainder of the season. It's called Prop GPT. Think of Chat GPT, but for your parlays on any platform that you utilize. Hopefully it's Sleeper. What you do, folks, is say, for example, you see Jared Goff with 265.5 passing yards on his line. What you do is you simply go to Prop GPT. You end up putting in Jared Goff, who he is playing, and the line that system has for him. And Prop GPT gives you the likelihood that is going to hit. Tonight's game, it's the Ravens and the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff's numbers were at 265. I put it into Prop GPT, and it told me it has 100% chance. It's a safe play, and that's what I ultimately ended up doing. This is your artificial intelligent assistant to make intellectual picks for all of your sports gambling decisions. Guys, go check it out. I want to say they have a 7-day free trial, but even if they don't, I promise you it's worth it, guys. I had a great week last week, all thanks to Prop GPT. Thank you for being a proud partner of Fourth and Forever this week. Dope. Yeah, dude, it's Prop GPT, man. It's insane. I have first touchdown for Derrick Henry tonight. I have 3 receptions for Hopkins, and I have Jared Goff over 265 passing yards. That's what I got.
265.
Damn.
265, man. That's what I got.
All right. Well, let's get into some Patreon callers.
Go ahead.
Flix is up first. What up, Flix?
Yo, what's up?
What up, man? What's on your mind?
Hey, man, the Colts, the Super Bowl contenders, man. Hey, man, the Colts are Super Bowl contenders, bro. That's the only reason why we lost to them, but Yeah, I mean, we play the Jets this week. I should not be scared, but I kind of am. We might actually win that game, and I don't want to win. But yeah, I'll say this. Rich, your offense cannot be for only the fourth quarter. It has to be for your offense has to show up first half and the second half.
100%.
And you guys probably would have I not blew them out, but won by quite a bit if you guys actually play like complete offense. I'll
No,
say that.
I agree. Thanks for the call, Flicks. And yeah, I mean, we'll get into the Jets tonight on the roundtable, but the Jets offense stepped up in the clutch in the fourth quarter. And if the defense just stepped up in the clutch in the fourth quarter as well, we would have won. But that's the whole conversation for tonight. And yes, we need this team to play 4 quarters, not 1, in order to win in this league.
4 quarters.
But Dan, I do have a prediction. You know how you hate the Bengals, Joe Burrow?
I hate the Bengals.
Well, you better get used to hating the Colts because they're coming in the playoffs. Woo! Who's coming to Buffalo in the division round to dethrone the Buffalo Bills? It's not the Ravens. It's not the Chiefs. It's not the Bengals. It's the Colts. You gotta watch out, Dan. The Colts are coming.
It's the Colts are gonna come out.
He's gonna start hating
Daniel
DJ.
Jones and Daniel Jones gonna go out there and.
Y'all play the Colts, then?
No, I'm just saying.
No, we don't play the
playoffs.
Colts. But Richie's saying that that's going to be the team to knock us out.
The Colts are gonna knock them out.
No, I already know we're going to knock them out.
Dude,
Yeah.
talk about a travesty. Like, really talk about a travesty. We're going to save this for the AFC's roundtable, but basement floor for this Bills season is AFC Championship. Basement floor. Like, we are making it to the AFC Championship. It's just a matter of if we can win it and go to Santa Clara. And I hope
can't
so,
argue.
because that would be year 2 of me possibly being able to go to the Super Bowl, cover it from a media credential side point.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
Be better for my
A
team.
Buffalo Bills Super Bowl appearance would do so
dude.
much for this company.
Oh my God,
Just
you have
from
no
us.
idea.
And the reason why, in case you're wondering, it's not just like Dan Mitchell and the Buffalo Bills. It's like we're physically gonna be able to interview every single player on the Bills. And last year we got access to like more than I ever thought we'd get access to the Chiefs and Eagles. Can you imagine if you had that access to the Bills? What TD can do with that?
What TD could do that, dude? You know what, man?
Richie, don't get your hopes up. It's the Bills.
TD,
Don't get your hopes up.
but
have
TD, we both
TD
know.
having to go on ahead and like interview Josh Allen. or
Hey, you
something
know
like
what?
that.
I'm gonna be. Oh man, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful.
And so you can imagine him being like, "Hey, I recognize you.
No,
Josh Allen's like, you're that
Allen.
TD Finstall guy, huh? Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
you.
you're that guy that calls me trash all the time. Like, what are you talking about? You know, like funny enough. So I think that like we don't really put it like into consideration that probably a lot of players that we have shit on the internet have seen our videos before. Like probably a lot of them have. Like
Yeah, a lot
I
of the
do
Jets know me.
remember. So I do remember like when I interviewed Xavier Worthy like last year in the Super Bowl, he was giving me like a really weird look, like almost like I hate you, like type shit. So that much I would not be shocked. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and welcome in another Patreon caller right before we transition into the next guy. What up? How you doing?
Doing good. Had a horrible week. Had a horrible weekend. I'll say I had a bad weekend.
I'm sorry.
But I do want to say something. I'm not going to say on the round table because I might forget. Yo, I have a new nickname for Josh Allen.
What's that?
I have a new nickname. It could remind me of one of my cousin that got me into like soccer and shit. Told me like this guy Josh Allen reminds him of another striker that acts like this. Yo, Josh Allen's a robot. Josh Allen's an effing robot now. He doesn't make mistakes anymore.
Yeah.
Like I literally saw the Dolphin game and he literally did not make a mistake. He's a robot. It's only the only time that you guys stopped him, TD, was when the rest of his teammates messed up. That's the only time you stopped him.
He ain't that good, Lascelles. Stop.
All right, Lascelles, thanks for the call. It's enough Josh Allen glazing, okay?
Man.
Glazing, man.
Hey, listen, you know what, man? Some Josh Allen glazing is always welcome.
You know what Dan
Like,
Mitchell had
not
the
that-
nerve to say to me while we're in the middle of being at the game in Buffalo?
What I say?
He just taps me on the shoulder. He's like, Richie, you appreciating this greatness? Witnessing Josh Allen
You
with your own eyes?
appreciate this greatness?
I'm like,
Yeah.
get out of here, Dan. Let me film TD's misery. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Yeah, man, most definitely. We had a hell of a game. But listen, guys, I cooked up another parlay on Sleeper, and I think a lot of you guys are going to appreciate it. And by the way, Sleeper is the #1 player prop betting platform on the market today. I think I got a heater for tonight's Monday night matchup, Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. And I don't know who's going to win this one. I really don't. I think it's going to be electric as long as Detroit can keep up what they did last week. And as long as, of course, Baltimore can do the exact same thing. But this is what I'm thinking. I have Derrick Henry, first touchdown, right? Followed by DeAndre Hopkins over 2 receptions. That's a steal. And then, like I said, thanks to my artificial intelligent assistant, I have Jared Goff going over 264.5 passing yards. I'm excited for this game, and I think that you can even join in on even more fun by putting your money where your mouth is each and every single week in the NFL. They're matching 100% of your first deposit all the way up to $100 as long as you use code RTS. Don't miss out on this opportunity, guys. And thank you to Sleeper for being a proud partner of this show.
Terms and conditions apply. Legal in 25 states. Big time shout out to Sleeper, the proud sponsor all season long. Can you imagine that, man? How exciting is that?
Damn, brother. That's the beautiful terms and conditions, baby. Terms and conditions. All right. Anyway, let's go on ahead and discuss some other games because we have a lot that we need to discuss. Richie, what's up next on the Rolodex, baby?
All
Like,
right.
what matchup
What's
we unpacking
up next? Right. We went through some good ones. Well, not so good ones, really. We went through that one. That was okay. I have a good one. Woo! I got a good one.
I think I know where you're going with this.
I don't think you do.
I do.
It's not that one. It's this one.
Okay.
I don't think you know. Which one you think?
Rams Eagles.
No, I knew that's what wasn't the one you thought.
Yo,
This is the one we gotta talk about.
Yo,
man.
brother,
Man, I
brother,
knew, I
brother,
knew you thought I was
brother.
going over there, but no, I'm going over here. We're going over here
Dude.
first.
Dude, let me tell you something about Caleb Williams, brother.
Whoa.
Let me tell you something about the kid that paints his fingernails. He was out, dude. And the acrylic assassin out there was dicing up the Dallas Cowboys like secondary. It was a beautiful thing. So it's hard for me. It just hit. It just hit Richie. So I got to tell you about this, man. I'm not sure if this was Ben Johnson's scheme finally taking action or whether or not that it was just the Dallas Cowboys being the Dallas Cowboys. We have seen the Dallas Cowboys lose games like this, I think, every year for the past 3, where they just don't show up. CD Lamb was out, and I'm very frustrated because I did not see that roll up on my fantasy football application. I had no idea that he was going to be out for the game.
No,
I think
he started the game, Dan. He got hurt in the first quarter.
And then he ended up getting hurt. That must have been it. But what I saw from Caleb, dude, my God, dude, that guy had the best performance of his career, 4 touchdowns, nearly 300 yards, something that Chicago Bears fans aren't too familiar with. And I got to say, man, dude, shout out to their offensive line. Granted, we are talking about a Micah Parsons-less defensive line over in Dallas, but I think it was more important for Caleb to have a confidence game like that. Like, he was out there looking like the guy that we saw in college. That flea flicker was an absolute cannon downfield, crazy separation from all of these guys. You were looking at a guy that currently leads the league in touchdown passes, a team that is top 10 in scoring. I can't remember the last time that Chicago has ever been there. And then also a wide receiver in Rome Odunze, who is tied with the most receiving touchdowns in the league by itself. This is the Ben Johnson offense I was anticipating to see when the season began. The question now becomes, can they continue this trajectory? I still have them as a playoff team. I still do. I have not hopped off the bandwagon just yet. I still think this is going to be the Lions division, but do not sleep on the Chicago Bears, man. I think that this was, at the very least, a good sign that they made the right decisions in bringing in Ben Johnson, man. Hell of a performance. Very pleased with what I saw. And so should Bears fans.
TD, your thoughts?
Yeah, this is the one game this week that I told myself I'm not gonna pay attention to it. And what I mean by that is I went back and I saw, a lot of the game and what happened. But this week could have been a lie, or it could have been the change for both teams. Dallas is much better than they played in this game. And the Bears, are they actually as good as they played in this game? We're not going to forget what they showed us the last 2 weeks. We're not going to just brush that under the rug. So I think both teams are in that situation where we need to see more to determine, hey, are the Bears about to turn it up, or are the Cowboys about to regress? It was just weird the way it was played. And then the Cowboys got to worry about CD, high ankle sprain. I don't know how long he's going to be out. That's a big concern as well. Again, this is a game that I don't want to make conclusions on. It's just one of those week 3, man, you got your butt kicked, Cowboys and Bears. Hey, that's how you punch back. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, Caleb Williams.
Good play by Caleb, though. Good play.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely deserves his credit because he's been a quarterback that hasn't really been able to fulfill that potential yet, and I feel like we saw it. And I always believed in Caleb. Like, I don't know if you guys agree, but the way he throws that football is very different. Like, his throwing motion on the run, like, he's got that quick release that looks, like, really unique that could be great. Like, he has those intangibles. Some of these quarterbacks you see, you can just tell by their throwing motion if they got, like, what level of talent they have. His level of talent in that arm is off the charts. And if he can just collectively calm his mind down, understand the system, start being a quarterback that can read defenses, that's what's going to make or break his trajectory as a potential elite quarterback or a good quarterback or a good enough not to be good enough, because that's where he's going to be. It's either he levels it up to be a top-tier quarterback, or he's just in that tier of just he's good, but how good can he be? And he always has those back-breaking mistakes. And I think if you're a Bears fan, you saw a lot of encouraging signs, but now this is a sport of consistency. You can be great one week and bad the next. He's got to show signs of consistency, but great opportunity for the Chicago Bears to show themselves that they're capable with Ben Johnson and his first win as a Chicago Bear head coach.
As the Chicago Bears, are we...
That is his first win.
So are we going to sound the alarm bells for Dallas that their season is over? It's 1-2. We have the Eagles obviously at 3-0. The Commanders are 2-1 with Marcus Mariota as the backup to Jaden. Are we sold on the Dallas Cowboys once again not making the playoffs? Or is there still hope for you?
I can't go that far just yet. I can't go that far. I think that's a good team that needs to figure out ways to actually win. Yeah, I'm not going to go that far, Dan. I'm not going to sell out on them just yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the NFC's a little bit more competitive, I think, than the AFC this year. Space what I'm seeing. The AFC is wide open. NFC, a little bit more competitive. Like, you talk about, they're not winning no division. So you got to look at the wild card teams. You look in the NFC, you got to worry about, of course, the Commanders in your own division. You got to worry about all the teams in the NFC North and all the teams in the NFC West to make the playoffs. So, like, it's going to be a tough road for the Cowboys because, say, whoever wins the NFC West division, I think the NFC West has a chance to have 3 playoff teams. I think the NFC North has a chance to have 3 playoff teams. So it's not going to be easy. The Cowboys, I'm not going to say their season's done, but it will not. Based off of their defense, man, they do not have a playoff caliber defense. So with that level of defense, does not matter how good their offense is. And now with CeeDee Lamb going down, if they let Caleb Williams cook them like that, man, and based off what we've seen so far, they've given up 92 points so far this season. 92 points is the amount of points that they've sacrificed this season, man. That's a lot. And unfortunately, it's the same amount of points the Jets have given up. But, hey, it is what it is.
It's crazy. So, guys, I do want to be mindful of Richie's time because our good friend is about to be interviewed by a major publication here in a half hour. Congratulations, Richie. Congratulations, Richie, man.
It's not a big deal.
He's getting
it's
massive, man. Stop underselling yourself, all right? We're celebrating you over here. But why I say this is, number one, to congratulate our good friend Rich. And then number 2, I feel that we probably need to transition into tonight's game, which is pretty big. It's the Baltimore Ravens. It is the Detroit Lions. We have the Detroit Lions coming off of a 50-burger the previous week. And the Baltimore Ravens obviously having another dominant win the week before. In Baltimore, is there a world where you see the Detroit Lions potentially winning this one? I'm going to go with Richie on this one. Thoughts, takes, and prediction.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Apologies for the mistake on the graphic here. The Ravens are 1-1, not 2-0. But I'm excited for tonight's game. I really am. I think this is a Monday night game that you're excited for. Sometimes Monday night games are just not something that is anything to be excited about, but this is a matchup between two
It's like next Monday.
Maybe not. But yeah, exactly. No one's excited for next Monday. I don't even think Dolphins or Jets fans are excited. But listen, man, I think I'm excited for that B2.
My first win.
We talk about it. Listen, man, the Ravens and Lions, you can argue, are not the juggernauts, but they're top tier AFC, top tier NFC. The Ravens are a Super Bowl contender. The Lions are a Super Bowl contender. I'm excited for this game, man. I absolutely am. I think that the Detroit Lions showed last week that they're not what we thought they could be, potentially, of not the same team with their coordinators, all that stuff. But now you look at the Baltimore Ravens. They lost the way that they did in week number 1 to the Buffalo Bills in heartbreaking fashion. Like, the Ravens should be 2-0 if they were not able to lose that game in a heartbreaking way and allow the Bills to storm back and win. But they lost, so they are 1-1, not 2-0, like the graphic says. And then you look at this game coming up, man. I don't know where I'm going, bro. I really don't. I'm going to roll with Baltimore at home. I think that it's going to be a high-scoring, back-and-forth, ground-and-pound matchup with some flashy plays. Give me Baltimore at home.
Baltimore at home. TD, thoughts on this game, man? The Detroit Lions or the Baltimore Ravens?
Weird game here. I don't even know how to call it, man, but I'm going to go with Baltimore here. I think they're going to do more damage on the ground with Derrick Henry. This will be an interesting game, though. Man, the Lions can come in there and get them, but I got to go with the home team. Like Richie said, both of these teams are great teams, juggernauts in the league. So I'm going to ride with the Baltimore Ravens. I feel like they have the better roster, in my opinion. So, and don't forget, what's his name? DeAndre Hopkins is maybe having a resurgence. So, I can't wait to see him tonight and see what he does.
Man, it's tough for me. It is really, really tough for me. I want to give the edge to Baltimore since it is at home. They're going up against the Detroit Lions defense that is not very good at stopping the run, unfortunately. They are 15th in the league, 4.1 yards per carry, rushes per game, 26, rush yards per game, right at about 106. I think that this is going to be high scoring. Whatever the over is, I'm going with that. I think that we could be looking at a 40-something to 40-something. I really do. I think that Detroit found their footing last week. I'm going to go with Baltimore. Yeah, I'm going to go with Baltimore on this one with home field advantage.
Interesting.
It's going to be a classic.
Indeed. Let's take a look at some of these. Sat in the hot Tampa sun here for Bob.
Oh, poor Tony had to go to that game. Man. Sorry, Tony.
Here for Bob, man. Here for
Thanks
Bob.
for
He's
going.
hanging out with us. Oh, yeah.
We appreciate that, man. LaSalle, $5. I hate to say it. I wish he was on another team. I don't want another Tom Brady in this division. He's not Tom Brady until he wins the Super Bowl. Don't you worry.
We're looking good, dude. Dude, listen, LaSalle just is recognizing greatness. And I can't be upset with him about it. Awesome event on Thursday, boys. I will be visiting Buffalo myself for the Bucks versus Bills game in November. Go Bills, go Roundtable, fourth and forever. Jesus, we appreciate that, man.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, dude.
Bucks
Thank you so much, man.
Let's
Yeah,
go
dude.
Bucks.
It is crazy. Something I always like to remind everybody, without you guys regularly tuning in and making this a part of your daily routine, and we wouldn't have a show. Like, we wouldn't have platforms. It's just crazy that y'all like hearing three dudes yap about football Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. EST. So please do us a favor, hit that thumbs up sign. And special shout out to 538 of you fools in here, which is insane. 350 of you on YouTube, 187 of you on X. Thank you so much for always tapping in with the boys, man. Sounds like our takes aren't that bad after all. Or maybe they are, and you just find them super exciting. What's up, boys? Great meeting y'all. Go Bills. Cody, great meeting you, my friend. It was
Shout out
solid.
to Cody, man. It was great to meet you too, bro.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
And so we went on ahead. We went to Big Tree Inn. So we had some wings. And by the way, bro, what did you think, Rich? And so about them damn Bar Bill wings, baby.
Oh, dude. I ate so many wings, dude. A little too much, probably, but they were delicious.
Dude.
They
You know
were
what, man?
delicious.
I love buffalo food, but so the amount of pizza, like, so with the amount of pizza I had, wings.
What was the place called again where the event was?
Southern
Tier Brewing. Yeah,
man,
we had our live show.
I've never had a salad that good in my life. I've never had a salad that good in my life. I had salmon on it. I mean, it was just amazing. It was amazing. I mean, that was the best salad I ever had.
And when Buffalo rolled out the red carpet, man, it was super exciting for those of you that were trying to hunt us down. Sorry we couldn't make it happen, but next year, hopefully, we're going to be able to buy a hell of a lot more tickets so we can make sure we can meet as many people as
you got to reach out to the Bills now and be like, hey, can we put a deposit down for next year to get like priority? Because I don't know how it's going to be hard to get tickets at
new stadium.
Dude, we're going to figure it out, man. We're going to figure it out. Your boy is going to be on hold 5 minutes before the schedule is even released. Just ready to talk to these guys right here and say, hey, brother.
It would be sick if we can get a box. We got to get a suite. I'm sure the suites there are going to be crazy.
Man, they're
going to be nuts. Yeah, suites will probably be like $600 a piece. But
yeah, it's going to be crazy expensive. But
from what I understand, they have I'm pretty sure it's like this bar setting where like there's not particularly seats. It's like standing room only. So I think that might be what we're going to do next year for the game. But
we'll see.
You can stay.
We'll wait. Yeah, we'll wait, man. Week 1, when we raise that Super Bowl banner, it's going to be an experience.
By the way, we do have another event for this season. Any Dolphins or Jets fans that want to come through, or if any Bills fans want to come through as well. Patriots fans, you're on a bye. The Bills will be taking on the Bengals at 4:30 after the game. We have a plan for that. But it's Jets Dolphins at MetLife, Week 14. Tickets are in the description. I've had a bunch of people reach out to me about those information. So you guys get on the field after the game is over. We're going to hang out together, watch the game, enjoy the Jets beating up on the Miami Dolphins after they sweep them.
I can't wait for that one. That's going to be fun.
I'll sweep y'all in that game. That's going to be crazy. And then, of course, the LA event. By the way, I'm going to be in Los Angeles next week for the NFC West Roundtable event. Yes, that is another event. Of course, it's not AFC East, so I did not bring it up. And those tickets are basically sold out. I mean, we may have more tickets if you guys want to come through. But the LA event's going to be crazy. I'm going to be there. And it's going to be the first time the NFC West Roundtable crew meets in person. That's going to be fun. A lot of fun things.
Los Angeles, man.
Ooh. LA, baby.
Let's welcome in some callers.
Roto.
Roto, you're talking about. Well, folks, let me tell you what.
I dominated JD the Great this week. Love you, JD the Great. You talked a lot of smack in fantasy. I'm looking good in
football,
fantasy,
man. You know what, folks? Say, for example, you want to dominate your fantasy football leagues. All you have to do is have the best draft kit in the market today. And I'm talking a fantasy football draft kit, man. A fantasy football toolkit in general. The trade analyzer, the advanced analytics allows you to make the most informed decisions in the game.
And it helped me with this team right here, Dan.
Oh, my God. Rich. Damn, dude. Listen, folks. If, for example, that you want to be able to make the most informed decisions possible, you need to have the right assistant, and that is no other than RotoWire. Go ahead and check them out. Link is in description, and you'll be getting 15% off as long as you use code RTS, man. Shout out to RotoWire. We appreciate you for partnering with Roundtable Sports.
Yeah, I hope I got a chance tonight. I have Jesse Bates, the kicker for Detroit, but my opponent has Zay Flowers, and we're kind of tied right now.
Not in this league.
Huh?
And not in our league. It looks like DD gave you the beatdown this week.
What are you talking about?
Oh, no, yeah, it's the same one. So, you have the Lions kicker. Okay.
And he has Zay.
And he has
Flowers.
Zay Flowers. And he has a commanding. Oh, no, not even a lead. Yeah, you're screwed. There's no way.
So,
unless Bates just has 20 points. And, yeah.
Zay Flowers ain't getting no cash tonight. What you talking about? Zay
Flowers is a dog, man.
So me and Lino, right now, the game's 80-74. right now, right? He has Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry going, and I have Jared Goff and J-Mo Williams is the only option I have. No, actually, I lied.
Evan Ingram.
Only Jared Goff and the Lions defense. So it's not looking good
Why
for
did you
your
play
boy.
Evan Ingram, Dan? You didn't play.
Dude, you know what, man? I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it. Dude, I was jet
You gotta put your
lagged.
boy Harold Van.
Yeah, bro. I was jet lagged. You know what I mean? Is what it is. I will end up going on a hell of a run to make the playoffs. You best believe that.
Man.
Thanks to RotoWire.
Well,
Andy,
JD Degree, I wish it was
what's
still
going on, man?
competitive here.
What's up?
But we'll see.
Sorry, I missed you guys on Thursday.
That's all right, man.
That's all good, man.
We'll be up there next year.
Ain't nothing happen Thursday.
I'm going to save most of my shit talking for the roundtable, but TD, I need you to do something for me. You've seen
I beat the
the
Jets.
food in Buffalo, and you need to tell those idiots on the Dolphin Collective that their opinions of Buffalo food and shit is wrong, because it is.
Okay. Well, I will say this: I had nothing but good food, so I did have some really good food. So I'll make sure I bring that up. All right.
Yeah, because they were talking shit to you fucking last week. I heard that shit. I'm
it.
everywhere.
Thank
The
you,
food
Andy.
is great, Dolphins Collective. The food is insane.
They'll just give you one of those.
And so the pizza goes straight to your taste buds and straight to your arteries, baby. That's what it is.
dude.
Go ahead, Lino. How you doing?
Yeah, what's going on, fellas? Except
What
for
up,
TD.
man?
Oh, I'm saving the smoke for TD later, boy. I've been trying to get on TD all week. He's been in a little sour mode. You know what I mean? He wasn't even fighting back. He gave up. I'm like, you can't do that, man. I thought the Dolphins had hope. You know what I mean?
We did.
That's where I want y'all at, though. I want y'all to have hope so we can crush it like we do the Jets.
We still do.
You know, we sweeping the Jets this year. You know,
Who-
so I
who's
didn't mind that
No,
part.
we beating you week
Who
18.
not sweeping the Jets this year? Come on.
You?
I see the Jets how they played the other day. Yeah, I mean, I seen Aaron Glenn on the sideline, and I like that. I really do like that. I'm really hoping that it doesn't get like contagious to where next year y'all start competing real heavily for him. Like he turned into Dan Campbell. I don't want that to happen at all, man.
I hope, man. That's
Hey,
all
we
I
got to
want,
see the
Lino,
Aaron
suffering
Glenn
over here.
dance tonight by Richie, man.
You like that dance, TD? But that should be the dance after a dub, man. I can't believe we lost. All right, we'll save it for tonight.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna save it for the round table. But the Chicago and Dallas game, you know what I'm saying? Dallas is looking terrible. Like TD kind of like, how can I put it? He's showing that he was wrong about Parsons because they don't have no pass rush without the dude. And without that, teams are just thrashing them in every levels of the field, man. And Jerry's looking like, you know, how can I put it? Like, not the smartest guy in the world. Yeah, you're going to have 2 draft picks, but Green Bay going to end up having, you know, a greater draft pick. It's not going to be like the draft pick that Dan predicting because, you know, they were going to be last in the division. But, you know, hey, you know, he's – but, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I can't wait till later. TD going to get all the smoke. Come early, TD. You always late, boy. Come early. Dolphin Collective don't need you. They don't need you.
I ain't gonna be late today.
All right,
So,
good.
See you. Hopefully, see you tonight on time, TD. Remember, we have a show tonight.
Yeah, I'll be there, man.
Will you on time?
One time before you, Richie. How about that?
Yeah, how about that? Habitual line steppers up next. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? 3 things. I don't know why you let that thing finesse you, Dan. You was better off going with Gibbs because we missing Beaks. He might hit something for you.
Oh, damn. Oh, it's too late now. It's too late now, man.
And you said we could call into all the shows, right?
Yes, sir.
Dang, I tried to call into the the AFC North show because I wanted to, you know, humble Zim because, you know, the best pocket passer yet again went down for the third year straight. He's down again. The greatest pocket passer in the NFL. I don't know what's going on, so I needed to check him on that. But you know, he escaped. I'm gonna call in this week though. So,
make sure you call in early enough. All right?
Yeah. Hopefully Z-Bot there.
He'll be there this week.
Yeah,
All
no, no,
right.
no, no. We had a replacement host, and I think he just must have like not known.
Were you reading in the
Oh.
back?
Huh?
Did you call in and they didn't let you in? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I called in. I think it was the Jaguars guy, but
Yeah,
it's
okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
it's
was
cool.
filling in for a host, so I guess he didn't realize that you were a caller. But we'll make sure that you're in this week. Don't you worry, brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Please, and let me know when you do because I'm tuning into that one.
Oh yeah, we're
All
cooked
right, all
that.
right.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate the call, man.
Thank you, man.
I love that
Appreciate
the
it.
Patreon, and that's what we want, man. When you're a Patreon caller, just know that you're not just able to call into this show. You're not just able to call into the AFC East show. Guys, go call into the rest of the network, man. Like, we got the entire network live every single week, and it'll be cool to even have like Lino, for example, like Andy, all of our usuals. Go call in and talk some trash to the Texans, the Ruben, because they're 0-3. Go talk trash to Jay Tuck, the Cowboys guy, that they're coming off a loss to the Bears. Like, it'll be fun if all of our Patreon members that are currently members in this moment can go call in to every show. Not every single show, but go to the NFC North, go to the AFC North. Like, it'll be cool if you guys can help us out. You already have access to it. You're a Patreon member. You might as well maximize the money you're spending, $10 a month. Speaking of $10, we got Crazy Dolphin coming on in with a $10 super chat. Support for TD Miami Dolphins for life.
Salute
good,
to you,
man.
brother. Therapy
Hey, man,
Monday.
listen, you still follow your team. You still have hope for your team. I like it.
Hey, we
Shout
still
out
like
to Crazy Dolphin, man. We appreciate the super chat. We really, really do. All right, we got our final Patreon caller of the show, King Lowski himself. What's good, brother?
Hello.
It's the fourth and forever crew, gentlemen. How we doing?
We're
great.
doing great, man. How about yourself?
Okay, good. Let me get a few things off my chest because I'm glad Dan Mitchell knows YouTube and got all of the ads out of the way, but he damn sure don't know ball. Let me tell you something, Dan Mitchell. You will never go undefeated, bum. Okay? Don't make no damn videos talking about where the Buffalo Bills go undefeated. Son,
Wow.
your defense is that trash that y'all will never go undefeated, son. I don't give a damn who you got at quarterback. Y'all bums will never go undefeated, and you're still 0-4 in Super Bowls. So win one of them before you doggone start talking crap with your little snooze smile on your doggone face. I don't care nothing about that nonchalant attitude, Dan Mitchell. Let me tell you something. You on the throne without a crown, son. Okay? Don't get it twisted, son. All right? And let me address you, Tony. Okay? Because we're going 1 and 3.
Hey, you was doing good. You was doing good.
Hey,
Don't come on
Tony,
here,
you are
Captain.
what you eat. Tony,
You
you
ain't
are
going.
what you
You
eat.
ain't going no
Y'all should
1
be
and 3.
called the
Stop it,
Miami
Cap.
Salmon. Y'all should be called the Miami Salmon because y'all ain't nothing but fish. You are what you eat, Tony. Don't get it twisted, Tony. Y'all trash, and you know you
We
trash.
gonna
Your
end your
quarterback
misery this
trash,
week.
your offensive line trash, and you know your defense trash, son. Don't get it twisted. You
Better
don't
than
lost your
y'all. Better
doggone
than the
mind.
Jets. Better than the Jets.
Do me a favor, Richie. Plug the show tonight. What time does the Roundtable show starts tonight?
7.
7 o'clock. Tony, be on time, dog on it. We don't want to
Yeah.
see you. We
Yeah.
don't want to see you. We don't want to see you missing, son. Okay?
Are you gonna be present? Are you gonna be present?
I gotta work, Tony, and you know that, Tony.
Yeah.
But let
But guess
me
what?
say
You ain't
this.
gotta work
Let me
next
get my
week.
questions. Let me get my questions out the way because you know this is the fourth of February. This ain't the round table. I just had to get that off my chest. Okay, let me ask y'all this. Who has the nastiest defense in the league right now? I know Green Bay has a good defense. I know everybody's talking about Baltimore's defense, but I'm really looking at that Colts defense and the way they get takeaways, man. That defense is nasty with Zaire Franklin in that middle. So I want to know who has the nastiest defense to y'all. And my second question is: it's a couple of 0-3 teams out here, man. Who's gonna be the first one to make the turnaround? We already know what me and Tony think, but in y'all opinion, Richie and Dan, who do y'all think is gonna make the turnaround? And you already know, baby. JTS! Yes!
Well, you answered that last question with that chant, Lowski, because it's the
Dude,
Jets.
shout out to Lowski here. So the nastiest defense. Damn. And so the Colts are a sleeper. And you know what? Like, we don't talk enough about like what the addition of Charvarius Ward right to that secondary was doing, like for them. Solid pass rush too. Not a lot of people like talking about that. I'd probably still give it surprisingly enough, I'm going to have to give it to the Houston Texans. Solid defense. I know that their offense is ass. It's absolutely terrible. But, like, right now, when you look at their overall statistics, like, they're holding very good teams to, like, less than 20 points almost each and every single matchup. Solid secondary, solid pass rush, but so their offense is just not keeping up. Then I'd probably end up giving it to the Pack as well. Because while they lost, I mean, still solid performances all around. And then as far as an 0-3 team,
come on, Dan. Look at our schedule.
Surprisingly enough, I'm not very high on the Houston Texans. We'll save that for tomorrow.
Surprisingly? That's shocking.
I'd say the Jets.
Hey, let me say this. The Jets started off the season
Pretty easy
playing,
schedule for them.
The Jets started off the season playing 3 playoff teams, and now we have 3 playoff teams on the remaining of the schedule. Just saying. Come on now. The nastiest defense, don't sleep on the Bucs defense, man. That's all I'm going to say. That scheme from Todd Bowles is legit. I wouldn't put them at the top. Eagles defense, I'm still putting up there. Even the Rams defense, I know they had a high-scoring game, but the Packers and the Colts, even the Vikings defense, I mean, they did their thing this week against a pedestrian Jake Browning. But, yeah, a lot of good defenses in the league.
Yeah, I have a low-key defense that nobody's talking about. The Chargers defense.
Yeah. You're a Chargers fan. We get it.
No, the Chargers defense has played great football this year so far.
They have.
I think they've been getting up and at it, holding teams down quite a bit. And the team that's going to turn it around the quickest, that's pretty obvious. It's going to happen on Monday night. So we already know.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, guys. That's crazy. But tonight will be the AFC East Roundtable. Let's see if we're on time. That would be great. That would be awesome. 7 o'clock start. That would be on TD. Hey, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. As always, welcome to Fourth and Forever. I'm about to be live on the Jets Roundtable as well today. Bills Roundtable, if you guys want to come over to those. And we'll see if the Dolphins Roundtable ever happens, but we shall see. Love you guys. We're out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.